And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
And once again, we're back. Once again, thank you, Mr. John Bon Jovial. And once again, thank you, our audience, for being out there to listen to what we have to go with today. And as John Bon Jovial mentioned, it's the voice of indie music. So I guess we should play some indie music. And we got a great new track that has just been released, 28th of May. It's called On Your Own, and it's by some old friends of ours who go by the name of Focus Your Audio. Give a listen. Here they are. On Your Own. That's Focus Your Audio. And what a unique track that is. I tell you, the first time I heard that, it blew me away. And I just said, hey, I got to have this song to play on the show, because the feeling, the interpretation, the way they put the song together, Bobby and Sarah, just amazing. Sarah's voice and her way of translating and interpreting music and message just knocks my socks off. I just cannot think of anyone that I'd rather hear doing that particular song. What do you think, John Bon Jovial?
Oh, Sarah's always had such a sweet voice, and Bobby's production values that he lends to all the music. I mean, they just do a top-notch, first-class job. And this song is no exception. I have not heard this before today, as you all know in the audience. I never get to hear the music until it's played. And, yeah, I'm with you. It kind of blows me away a little bit. It's a beautiful song, and Sarah's vocals on this, I mean, I've always been a fan of everything that she does, but this particular one, the vocals are so sweet on this. I think she kind of upped the game a little bit with this cut.
And totally evocative. I mean, you know, you just get this, I get this image of her sitting in a darkened room expressing her innermost thoughts, and the instrumentation is so subtle that it's just there. It's kind of like the atmosphere around her. It's there because it's there. And I don't know. I love this song. I mean, true, it's not one you get up and dance to. Your feet don't tap. You don't clap your hands and get into it that way. But it's just such an emotionally evocative song and her interpretation is great. Very well done, Sarah and Bobby. You guys have done it again. You hit another one out of the park. It's a great sound, and you have furthered the sound of Focus Your Audio. I mean, you've got a sound that is not going to be confused with a whole lot of other acts. Keep them coming. We love it, and hope you, our audience, do too, right here on the David Bowers Awards, the show where every show is an award show, and you, as well as our guests, get to pick the awards too. There's no nominations, naming panels, phony voting, or anything like that. Somebody does something great or stupid, we give them an award. Somebody does great new music, we give them an award. Just being on the show makes them automatic award winners, like Sarah and Bobby of Focus Your Audio. Thank you so much there. And thank you to our friends at Rochester Free Radio in Rochester, New York, WRFZ FM 106.3 for carrying the David Bowers Awards noon on Saturday, along with their other lineup of great music and whatever else they do. I guess they've got some talk shows too, but we're into the music, and we salute our friends on Rochester Free Radio who play the music, and we hope you enjoy their music too. If you haven't listened to them, check them out. They've got an eclectic lineup of people who play a lot of different music, some hit stuff, and others play stuff that you might never have heard before, but will wish you had. So check them out there. And we want to thank also our house band, Titty Bingo, for providing our theme song, and last week for providing our intro song that they did with Willie. It was on last week's show. So if you missed last week's show, shame on you. 10 demerits. You're going to have to stay after class this week, but do check it out, okay? And last week we had Rockstar 101 class. You'll have to stay late on the next class. John Bon Jovial, what's been going on in Bon Jovial land?
Well, you know, just like you, checking some of the feedback that we've been getting on the show, which, of course, for the most part is always really positive. I love our audience. I just think that, these are some of the greatest listeners that any radio show could ever want. And, you know, from the bottom of John Bon Jovial's heart, I thank you so very much as well, like David said. What is going on here in beautiful Naples, Florida, at the end of the pipeline next to the swamp? Well,
you get to a point where we might not want to hear.
No, there was actually, it's been very dry, and it's the humidity
kind of like
has
your
been
humor.
Very uncharacteristic. Yes, kind of like my humor. I have humoroids, excuse me. But it's been, delayed reaction, Dave. That's what we're going to call you. It's been uncharacteristically unhumid. It's been arid here the last few days. It's been very dry. It's been very hot. The wind has been blowing, and as a result, over the last couple of days, there was a fire out in Golden Gate Estates, which is an area east of Naples, and it encompassed about 1,500 acres, burned a couple of people out of their homes. Fortunately, thank goodness, nobody was hurt. But it was pretty bad doings. You know, there's a lot of, and I know that, look, you get them there in Tempe, we get them in Naples. I know that many of our guests, wherever they live, get them there too. You got an awful lot of extraordinarily stupid people that throw their cigarette butts out the window, and that's what caused this particular fire. At least that's what the authorities are surmising. So, well, first of all, folks, you shouldn't smoke; it's bad for you. But if you have to, don't throw it outside. Come on, just don't do that. That's dumb. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'll leave it to you now.
Said. And
I'm so clean now that I've soaped up. You know.
There you go. This is going to be a bad fire season out here in the southwest too, so we are very, very much on guard for that. We're also on guard for our first guest, who has entered the green room and is standing by to join us. He goes by the name of Don Colizzi, and we're going to be talking with him about his music and who knows what else right after we listen to this track of his called Slowly.
Like a cheap shot, straight to my blind side. I caved in, gave you my whole night. But even the river runs, gone by the morning sun. I'm racing time. From Broadway to the runway, I daydreamed of a someday that you ain't leaving the spot. Try to rewind the clock, your hands in mine. 'Cause wanting something I can't have, I can never grasp. I can love with a broken heart. I gotta put this thing to rest. All the words unsaid, baby, I'll do my part. If you want me to be what you need me to be, baby, don't turn around in time. So fast, so kiss me slowly, slowly. Ignore the warnings, now I'm worn out. I chase the trail, let my heart out. But even the river runs, the river still runs. 'Cause wanting something I can't have, I can never grasp. I can love with a broken heart. I gotta put this thing to rest. All the words unsaid, baby, I'll do my part. If you want me to be what you need me to be, baby, don't turn around in time. I'm so fast, so kiss me slowly, slowly. Tore every clock off your walls. Time couldn't heal it all. I found my way back to the start. I can't have, I can never grasp. I can love with a broken heart. I gotta put this thing to rest. All the words unsaid, baby, I'll do my part. If you want me to be what you need me to be, baby, don't turn around in time. I'm so fast, so kiss me slowly, slowly.
Don Colizzi, and Slowly, and here he is, Enter Slowly, and say hello to everyone, Dom.
Hey, how we doing? Thanks for having me.
Doing okay. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. That was a tune you did, what was that, late last year you did Slowly?
Yes, yeah. Wrote, recorded it, and released it pretty quickly. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes that's the best way, and we're going to be getting to your latest track and talking about it in just a little bit. But first, since this is your first time here on the madness known as the David Bowers Awards, tell us a little bit about Don Colizzi, where he came from, how he got to be a star.